Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your August 2017 general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today, and welcome to any newcomers who might be with us for the first time. Yes, my background has changed. I am off doing the gypsy thing again. I am currently bouncing around Europe for the next couple of months, Eastern Europe. I'm currently in beautiful Poland right now. My schedule still remains the same though, still posting general videos, still doing personal readings, still working with clients, etc. Because the internet is everywhere nowadays. So thank you as always for your likes, share, subscribes, for all your wonderful support, feedback, and the comments you send in. Thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings, and to all of my regular clients as well. Thank you so very much. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can click on that little about or description button on my YouTube channel's homepage for more information, and my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do a wide variety of readings. Channeled messages, year overviews, love and romance, compatibility chartings, career, work, and finance, and so on. And current turnaround time, because I do readings full-time, 6 days a week, that is what I do. Current turnaround time is anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks, but almost always within a 2-week period of time, we can set up a reading for you live or recorded. So if you're interested, send me an email and we will go from there. So moving right along, these are general readings as always. There's many of you watching, so of course they're not going to mean the same thing to the same degree or intensity. They couldn't possibly. If you know your rising and your moon sign, check those videos as well. They may give you additional insight and clarity, or they may play out a little more predictively for you than your primary sun sign, so try to watch all three if you can. Since this is the beginning of the month generals, I will be pulling the customary 2 cards for each week with an additional 9th card from the bottom of the deck for overall energy and guidance. So let's get into this. This reading is for the water sign of Pisces, our lovely mercurial fish, for August 2017. We begin with the 4 of Cups, followed by the Emperor, the 2 of Pentacles, followed by the 4 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, followed by the 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups, followed by the Fool. From the bottom of the deck, your overall energy is the Ace of Wands. I'm laughing because Pisces, it's like you are so out of here, whatever here is. And there's so many of you watching. The sector of your life that this resonates in is going to differ. For some of you, this might be in job, work, career. For some of you, it might be in relationship. It might be spirituality. For others of you, I feel like for a lot of you, it could be more career, work, perhaps a project you've been investing in or something you've been, just slogging away at for quite a while. It could just be some kind of being at a crossroads in your life. And you're like, I'm just done. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting on a plane. I'm leaving it all behind. And you kind of take off or you just charge ahead doing something. Let's begin. It's exciting energy, though. It's like the first half of the month, it's like I'm bored. I'm tired of the same thing, the structure, the path, putting one foot in front of the other, going back and forth. What do I do? Should I continue? Should I stay? Should I hold on to what I have? And then it's like, no, I'm done. I'm out of here. And once you make up your mind, you're really out of there. Okay, so we begin, Pisces, with the 4 of Cups. I apologize for the glare and the light. I'm in Poland right now, and this desk is in front of a window. Well, this whole room is kind of interesting, but the weather here changes so much. The clouds just scud across the sky, so the light keeps varying. So we have the 4 of Cups, followed by the Emperor. Cups is water energy. That's the element which governs this suit. It is a lovely, watery, mercurial energy of feelings. It's about our emotional landscape and feelings and relationships, how our emotional base affects the way that we relate to other people, and how we relate in all of our relationships, all different kinds of relationships. This glare is just really terrible. The 4 of Cups is a card, I sometimes call it the boredom and gratitude card, although it doesn't necessarily reflect that you're ungrateful. But it often points towards being at a place in your life where you're just feeling kind of not really enthusiastic, not really turned on by something anymore. It's lost its shine. You're not plugged in. You're feeling restless. Maybe you want to make a change. You don't know what change to make. You want to do something, start something different, have something new, but You're not quite motivated enough quite to get up and actually do something yet. It can represent just being emotionally unplugged from what you have and perhaps what might be being offered to you, in spite of the fact that it's okay or even quite good. This man who's reclining against the grass, looking so disinterested in just about everything, has these three beautiful goblets upright. He's got a decent life. He's dressed nicely. It looks like he's doing pretty well for himself. There's another goblet being offered to him out of the sky, almost as if a divine opportunity or blessing of some kind. But he doesn't seem particularly enthusiastic about either what he has or what any potential offers or opportunities. Perhaps it's something you used to be enthusiastic about and it's just lost its shine. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, a career, a project of some kind. It could just be where you're at in life anymore. It's like you're bored, you want something different, you want to change, you're feeling restless. It's just that's kind of the energy, because that's what I'm feeling actually right now. Now, it's accompanied by the Emperor, Major Arcana card. Now, the Emperor is all about structure, control, sometimes rigidity. It can represent sometimes a domineering energy. It can represent your father or a father figure, that paternal energy, coloring within the lines, going by the books, adhering to policy. I mean, the Emperor, in his defense, has an entire empire to run. Every single decision he makes has an effect on so many people. So he's very methodical. He's very structured. He likes things to go on time, to go by the book. It's about responsibility, accountability, etc. All useful and needful things in the world today. But paired with the Four of Cups, for some of you, it's interesting. I just got something. Somebody's working for their father, or they're in business with their father, or they're working for their father, or a father figure of some kind. You've been doing it for quite some time and you really want out of it. That's interesting. It could be something to do with a father, something else to do with a father for some of you as well. Some of you may still be living at home and are ready to go. Some of you this may represent being in a job again, or a relationship, something. It just feels like even though it's been good to you, particularly those of you this is a job or career path, it looks like it's been good to you. There isn't anything specifically wrong per se. It's just that it feels like it's run its course. You want something new, you want something different. You're kind of bored, restless. You're ready for a change. And that's around the first part of August. End of July is when I'm recording these. Time wings, somewhat fluid, as I always say. So next to that, we have the energy of the Two of Pentacles, followed by the Four of Pentacles. So here we have Earth energy, which is the element that governs the suit of Pentacles. And this energy, this suit usually manifests itself in earthly things, tangible things in the concrete day-to-day world we live in. It's usually things we can see and touch and feel: money, finances, resources, property, assets, or tangible results of the efforts we put into things. Solidity, stability, everything you think about when you think about the element of earth. The Two of Pentacles can represent being very busy, working very hard. It can represent success which comes from unorthodox means, making a choice. Twos can represent balance, but they often represent duality, being at a crossroads. You need to make a decision, going back and forth between two things, juggling. Do I do this thing? Do I do that thing? How long can I keep both of these pentacles in the air? If I choose to let one fall, which one do I choose to keep, etc. Now it's paired with the Four of Pentacles. Fours can represent stability. They can also represent stagnation, which I feel like it does here for you, because it's completely what I'm feeling. Holding on sometimes too tightly. Sometimes the Four of Pentacles, I see it come up for people when they've lost a lot in life, and so it makes them cling very, very tightly, or be too needy and clingy, or being too closed off and guarded for fear of losing what they have left, or for fear of losing again. Can represent holding on to the status quo, holding on to what you have. Stability, again, stagnation, which is kind of what I feel for you. Again, job and career for some of you, relationship for others of you, and for some of you, I just get that there's this generalized feeling of where you're at in your life. It's like you're just done with kind of everything. You want something new. You want to move forward. So it's kind of like the first half of August, Pisces. We're in this kind of energy, trying to, think things that, like, especially the first week. And then perhaps maybe around the second week, you're actually starting to consider perhaps what you could do, maybe what some of your options are. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I hold on to the stability that I built up, or do I just leave? And then it's like the energy completely changes. There's some kind of switch thrown, and you just decide that it's time. You're making a change, and it looks like kind of a drastic change. Uh, because we have next to that the Knight of Wands. Knights are known for charging ahead. With the Ten of Wands. Wands is fire energy. Exciting, enthusiastic, passionate energy, creative, building, manifesting energy, exactly what's been lacking from your life, or you feel which has been lacking. Knights represent the bringers of the tarot. They are the deliverers of the tarot. They often represent offers or opportunities being brought to you, or you offering them to other people. Outwards, but most often coming in. They can also represent the speed at which a situation moves. And the Knight of Wands, out of all four of the Knights, is the fastest. I mean, Knights are spontaneous and impulsive anyway, but the Knight of Wands more so. Just charging right out there, ready to go, ready for battle. He's all girded up. He's got his lance. He's ready. He's just off and running. Now, next to that, we have the Ten of Wands. So tens represent the end of a cycle, something coming full circle, culmination of something. And the Ten of Wands represents a burden, coming to an end, needing to come to an end, cycling to a close. It's a burden that you've been carrying for quite some time. Perhaps it didn't start out as a burden. Perhaps it started out as something that you were very excited about, but over time it got to be very heavy, troublesome, burdensome. It could be a relationship or work. For some reason, it feels more like work, career, project for a lot of you, but for some, it could be a relationship. It's coming to a close. The destination is in sight. It's time to bring something to a close. And paired with the Knight of Wands, it feels like Pisces. Some of you are going to be the Pisces that you're the Knight of Wands. You're the one taking matters into your own hand. You're making a decision to bring this to a close. You cannot do it any longer. Whatever it is going to vary. For others of you, this Knight of Wands represents somebody else bringing in some kind of offer or opportunity to bring this to an end. It could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But the offer itself comes in very quickly, and the window, its shelf life has, I feel, a pretty short period of time. So you may be asked to make a decision on this offer or opportunity to bring this energy to a close, this portion of your life to a close. I feel like some cautionary energy here, though, with the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Knights are pretty impulsive, spontaneous energy, which can be quite wonderful and quite useful. But the Knight of Wands can sometimes tend to charge ahead, without thinking or without looking to see if there's water in the pool before we jump into it. We want to make sure there is. And in your desire to just be done with this, to bring it to a close, to start off something new, just make sure that you go about it the right way. Try not to step on anybody on your way. Try and make the most practical, wise plans and choices that you can in bringing this to a close. Now, towards the end of August 2017, we have the Eight of Cups, followed by the Fool. First half, I'm bored, I don't know what to, and then boom, you're off and running. The Eight of Cups is, it's the card of leaving, of walking away, as you can see, of leaving behind that which you find ultimately disappointing, unfulfilling, or it served its purpose, you're just over it. That's what these cups represent. Some are tipped over and some are upright. The implication being that he's tasted and drunk from most, if not all, of these cups. And while at the time he may have thought they were tasty or fulfilling or what he wanted, they've turned out to be something different. It's run its course. Whatever he's done, he's made up his mind most definitely. His back is turned to us. He's dressed for travel, hat on, cloak on, has his walking staff in his hand. He's surveying the horizon. He may not be entirely sure where he's going, but he knows one thing, and that he is done. He is leaving it behind. He is walking away. It's paired with the Fool, which I love, my favorite tarot card. The Zero, he is at the beginning, the first tarot card. The Fool is here to remind us. It can represent taking a risk, stepping outside your comfort zone, getting off the well-trodden track, doing something different, taking a risk for the purposes of getting something different or getting something better. The Fool is also here to remind us that really the true purpose of it all is in the journey, not so much in reaching the destination. It's about our journey, our growth, our evolution. The Fool is about brand new beginnings, that actually considering the potential and possibilities in between something ending and something beginning, kind of the breath before the first step of a new journey. It's often running new beginnings. You may be acting out of character according to some people. If it's a job, you may just give 2 weeks notice or leave suddenly. Relationship, spiritual issues. Again, whatever it is, you are done. It's time for you to take back the controls and move forward. It looks like you're kind of champing at the bit to do that, which is fine too, but just make sure that there is some kind of balance and measure in it all. So walking away from disillusionment and disappointment into a brand new, beautiful beginnings with this Fool card. Now, your overall energy and advice is the Ace of Wands. Aces represent the one, number one, promise, potential. Uh, Aces, my analogy is seeds. They contain a whole world in their little tiny seeds, but they need to be planted in the right ground at the right time and nourished and taken care of so that eventually they can grow to their full and proper manifestation and end up giving back to you. So the Ace of Wands, Wands is fire energy. So the Ace of Wands is exciting new beginning, driven with, driven with passion and creative manifesting, even artistic endeavors as well. That is your overall energy is new beginnings. Whatever it is, this new beginning that you're going to be affecting is meant to be. It's divine timing and orchestration completely. So Pisces, that pretty much sums up your August 2017 general readings. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining us today. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can click on that About or Description button on my YouTube channel's homepage for more information and my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. I will see you all again soon. I'm going to try and do the love snapshots end of this weekend, beginning of next week. We'll see how that goes. Definitely we'll see you for the mid-month readings. And until then, Pisces, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.